everybody, Tisha K, also known as Married to Candy K, coming to you guys with this week's Weight Loss Wednesday. So let's go ahead and get this party started. So first, let me just say that usually I record these on Sundays, but I've been so busy, so I'm actually recording this on the last Wednesday of the month. So I figured we'd go ahead and do a monthly wrap up. So for April, I was doing really, really good the first couple of weeks, staying committed to my goal the first 3 weeks. And then Easter came, or Resurrection Sunday, whatever you guys like to call it. And in this house, we celebrate Jesus. I mean, we not worshiping no false goddess. So we celebrating Jesus, and we don't worry about no bunny rabbits. So I'm tearing up some candy because the kids got a bunch of candy at church, and I love Starburst. So I'm tearing up every single Starburst and Snickers in the bowl. And my son, oldest bear, walks over and he's like, "Mama, you know that's not good for your journey, right?" And I was like, "You right." He was right. I mean, he said it out loud. Nobody else was around. I felt like really convicted and embarrassed, but still, I mean, it was necessary. And I told him to do that. It's so funny because I told him to keep me accountable, and he's been doing that. So I'm very grateful for him for that. Husband is doing very, very well. We're both noticing that he's so funny. He said the other day, he was like, "I'm trying this new thing where I eat till I'm full and then I stop." And I was just laughing so hard because I'm proud of him. You know, they give me a lot of slack when I'm like, "No, let's try this. I'm weighing things out. Like, I'm actually measuring out the 1 ounce serving of chips. And they give me a lot of flack for it. They're like, "Oh, that's you tripping, you're doing too much." But I'm appreciative that it's going really good. Husband is doing phenomenal on the changes that he's making. And of course, he's a man, so when he really kicks it into high gear, he's just gonna melt away. You know, men do it faster than women anyway, so it just is what it is. But I'm so proud of him for that. It really meant the world to me. We tried Brussels sprouts this month. It's so awesome. So very awesome to try. I've never had a Brussels sprout, not as long as I can remember. I'll be 35 in a couple of months. I don't think I've ever had one. So I broiled them in the oven with some garlic and olive oil, and it was so good. My only complaint is it was super delicious on the layers that it penetrated. So when I cook them again, I'm going to chop them up and so it can penetrate all the layers, if that makes sense. So it was good on the first few layers, but then on the inside, it tastes like Brussels sprout. And I was like, okay, now I'm in the inside of this. I can see why little kids don't want to eat them. But I think next time I'll chop them up. I also saw this recipe on Facebook, and I might try that. We'll see. But I loved it with the garlic. It was so good. I mean, I like garlic, so it was really, really good. So yeah, everybody tried Brussels sprouts. Nobody died. The youngers didn't like them too much. The older bear, he ate it because he knows that he has to eat it. So it was no issue with him. And then my oldest, my husband, he ate it too. But he said the exact same thing that I'm saying. If it had penetrated all the way through the layers, it would have been phenomenal. But then I think it would have cooked, way overcooked it, and it would have been super duper extra wilted on the outside. I'm not sure. I never cooked them before, so I just kind of winged it. So next time I'm going to chop them open, and we'll see what happens. But again, we tried them. Nobody died, so that was good. I really liked a couple of times switching my meals for shakes. There is a shake that I'm trying right now, and I'll review that in a couple of months. I have found that I'm not eating enough, and I know that's probably weird to say, as lusciously fun and lovely and curvy as I am. I'm not putting enough into my body, and I skip a lot of meals. So sometimes I will just not eat all day, and then it's like 4 o'clock, and now I realize I haven't eaten and I'm starving. Sometimes I don't even eat then, I'll eat till dinner, and so then I just go extra crazy with the food. So I found this month that drinking shakes in the morning or for lunch has been really, really helpful. I'm just going to take that into May because on the 1st, I will be starting a detox, and we're going to be doing that for 21 days. So, and I really need one too. So I've been liking that. Now, that's all. I think that's pretty much all the good stuff. Oh, and then didn't gain anything this month, but I did not lose. And let's get into that now. So usually you want to start with the bad stuff and on the positive. No, we're going to just sit right here. We're going to lay in the fact of the Easter / Resurrection Sunday candy. We're just going to let that lay here. We're just going to lay and wallow about how we didn't need all that. We're going to wallow in how a couple of members from our church are literally ice cream men. And they work for Oak Farm, so they bring ice cream to all church events. And I had ice cream sandwiches that I did not need. Sandwiches, not sandwiches with the ES on it. You know, the ES, the plural. I didn't need that. And I brought home 2 boxes. I didn't need that either. We're going to let that just lay here. We're going to talk about how we went to our friend's house and for a nice fun barbecue, and I was in charge of dessert. And I figured if I just bring one whole, nice, beautiful, delicious cake over, I won't eat a bunch, and that's not true. So we're going to let those lemon cake slices, slices, we're going to let that just sit here. We're going to know that it happened, and we're just going to deal with it in our own way. It's here, okay? Soda I didn't need, it's here. I didn't need it, it's here. I have all those LaCroix, or, you know, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm thinking it's LaCroix because it has the OIX on it. I have a bunch of those, and I drink them, but I chose soda. I'm just gonna let it sit right here, guys. We're not gonna avoid it. We're gonna deal with it. Good, bad, ugly. I said I would talk about it all. Okay? So those are the things this month I did not need that I did anyway and continuously did. Like, it'd be different if I did it once, but it was really an eye-opener with that was like, again, the last 2 weeks. The first few weeks were great. Well, when my son said that to me and keep me accountable, I was so proud of him because that's what I asked him to do. It's so funny because little kids, they be wondering, can they tell their parents stuff? Our relationship in our house is different. Don't get it twisted. They know their children. But when I tell my kids to keep me accountable, I mean that. And he does. Bear, there is no gray with Bear. I love it because he's black and it's white. There's black, white, no gray areas. And he does the same thing even when it comes to salvation. It's black, it's white. There is no gray. And that's what we teach him. So he's holding me accountable and I can appreciate that. So we're going to go into next month doing a cleanse from the 1st until the 21st. Honestly, I think I might just go ahead and keep it the whole month. I know that I can do it, and I've done the cleanses on here. I know you guys follow me on Instagram before, so you've seen me do them for a few days at a time. Those are just kind of my testing phase to see kind of what I like and don't like, what works. I was trying to find a shake that would be good to do the reset and those kind of things. So I found all of that, and we're just going to continue this in May for the first part of the month, and probably end up doing it the whole month. I'm very excited about that. And this is going to be basic fruits, vegetables, and then my the shake if I wake up later, don't get a chance to eat any eggs or anything like that. But it's pretty much just fruit and vegetables, maybe some eggs every once in a while. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I have to share with you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in this week's Weight Loss Wednesday, the wrap up for April. Next week, we will get into May goals, and the May blog post for the month will be up. And I'm going to be talking about motivation. I've gotten so many encouragement and so many things about me motivating others. I'm excited about that. So that next month, we'll just call it Motivation May. Lastly, today, if you check my blog post, I'll put a link to this below. I was able to review this fun DVD series called Drive Through History. It's really, really fun. It's really, really good to watch. This is the Gospels. So if you are totally interested, then go check that blog post below and learn all about watching this DVD series. All right? Bye, guys.